Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Gemini, this is your reading. Couldn't wait to start it. Yeah, we're gonna set the stage over there. Yeah, we have a new deck. Y'all already know I'm so excited. And I love skulls. If you are new to my channel, even if you're not new to my channel, I love skulls. My grinder is a skull. I got a skull keychain. I love skeleton skulls. And these cards, for them to look so silly, what they say on them really have super, super deep meanings. Can't wait to get into them. Yeah, so that's going to be the closing of the reading. And today we're doing something a little different. We are not building off an intuition deck. We are strictly just going straight from the tarot. Yeah. So, already cleanse your energy, cleanse your space. We're hopping right into it, Gemini. Let's see what comes out for you for August, okay? We have another full moon coming up within the next, 12 days. I'm not sure what sign it's in, so you would have to go check that. But, yeah, all I can say, full moons are way different than new moons, so please be prepared for something to be turned in your life. The Fool, your card, is the first one out. We love starting the reading off with a major arcana. A lot of you guys are going through a huge new beginning. The Fool is also childlike energy, so a lot of you guys could be doing fun little silly things, or just playing more games, or just doing new things that you have never tried. The Fool card, I always like to compare it to a child. When they're born, you don't know anything. You have to learn everything from somebody else. You are watching how other people operate, so then you can learn what to do too, or just the excitement or the joy about doing something new or playing a game. But, yeah, you are starting some type of new beginning in your life, so congratulations, because that's always a good card. It's just a very healthy, free, fun card. What else for Gemini? What else do they need to see with the Fool here? Also, you want to know what's crazy? The Fool card is 0. If I do have to have a pre-intuition thing for your reading, when I lit the sage, it would not light in the middle. It literally lit in a circle. And how 0 in the middle, it's empty, the middle would not light. So maybe you guys have completed some type of cycle for this new beginning to come in. There's a part of your life that you just left behind, so another door is opening. What else with the Fool for Gemini? What else with the Fool? What else do they need to know, see here? The Magician. You're getting major after major after major. Love that. A lot of you guys are really stepping into your power. Also with the Magician here and the Fool, maybe there is some type of new talent that you're starting. It could be something spiritually. It doesn't have to be. You could be an entrepreneur, or you could just be learning something new. Wow, I really am talented in this area of my life. Maybe let me start learning more new things about it so I can actually get better. Yeah, you're definitely getting major arcanas. Love to see that for you. But also the Magician is showing me that you guys are actually realizing how strong you really are. Yeah. And a lot of you guys really could be talented, so good at something that it can end up really making you wealthy. So we're just going to keep that in mind too. What else for Gemini? The 7 of Cups. Oh my gosh. And you have options. Look, you want to know something? Whatever you're good at, you have different options of different ways you can do it. And I feel like there's going to be multiple opportunities coming in for you as well. All this blue out here connected to your throat chakra. A lot of you guys may have some type of job where you're a public speaker, or it's something where you have to talk to people and really express yourself, because I feel like your throat chakra gets used quite a lot for whatever this is, or whatever new beginning you're about to start. What else? What else with the 7 of Cups? The Star. Come on now. These are really major things. Your faith is super high right now. Also, some of you guys could be into what is the word? Esoteric knowledge, tarot, spiritual things, candle magic, herbal magic, whatever the case may be. And it's because you practice a certain type of faith. And also, like I said, some of you guys could be newly practicing this faith. I ain't never did no candle magic before, but I'm doing it today. I ain't never did this, but I'm doing it today. Yeah, and I feel like 7 of Cups here, yeah, a lot of you guys have a lot of different options of how you can do it. This reading is starting off nice. Very nice. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. You're coming to some type of realization or self-awareness about yourself. A lot of you guys are really realizing your spiritual gifts. I really feel like that's what it is. You can have any type of clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. You're hearing certain things. You're feeling certain things. You could get a random pain that doesn't even come from you. It's literally coming from somebody else. The 7 of Wands and the Ace of Swords here. I feel like a lot of you guys are like lenient to really tap into it, because like it's not that you're afraid of yourself. It's just like kind of walking on eggshells territory, just for the sheer fact you either don't know how the world is going to accept it, or you really don't know which route to go on. I mean, I could do this, or I could practice this, or maybe I should try this, because you have so many different options. And that judgment here, you could also be afraid of being judged by the world, especially that with the Seven of Wands. But the Ace of Swords right behind it, it's just showing like the truth in it all. Like the truth is, I have to do something. Like I have to act. I can't be worried about the judgment. I can't be afraid of what people are going to say, how they're going to say it. Just period. What else for Gemini? What's going on with their love life? Anything in their energy that they need to see in regards to somebody that they're dealing with? We already see your faith is super high. You're super talented. You're very motivated to get a new beginning. Now you got the sun and the star. Quit playing. I feel like a lot of you guys are really finding the balance in between like one side of your life and another side of your life. Like at night, okay, this is like time where I practice my faith. This is the time I do the thing that I'm talented at. This is the time where I really like, some of you guys could even pray at night, and even if it's not just that, I feel like your faith is very strong in the evening, night hours, your dream state. And then the sun is that joy, like childlike energy, especially with the full. Some of you guys could be pregnant, or if you're a man, you could have gotten somebody pregnant. There is something balancing out in your life with the sun and the star here. So I feel like if something was feeling rocky on one half of your life, that's balancing out. Look, the moon in the reverse now too. That's what I'm saying. Secrets are being exposed. If you felt like something was in the shadows or in the dark about your life, it's coming out. It's being exposed, so don't even worry about it. What else? What else does Gemini need to know, see here? Oh. Temperance in the reverse. Okay. I was wondering when somebody was going to come out. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy. What else with this Temperance in the reverse? Five of Swords in the reverse. You could have been arguing with a fire sign. It could have been a lot of tension. And this Five of Swords in the reverse, this person always feels like they got to have one up. They got to have the last word. They have to make sure they're sending the last text. Or if you hung up on them, they got to call you back, say something, and then they can hang up. Like, it's like a tit for tat type of energy. And then the Temperance in the reverse, it just shows me you can never come to balance with someone. Like, y'all can never find peace within each other, no matter what. Five of Swords also indicates this isn't worth the battle. So if you've been fighting for this person, you've been trying to get them to understand you or be on your side or come to some type of peace with you, yeah, they don't want to do that. Four of Swords and the Chariot. A lot of you guys, like I said, something's always happening in your dream state. Four of Swords, you've been sleeping better. There's no more insomnia. There's no more late nights. There's no more overthinking something before you go to sleep. And the Chariot is everything is being fast tracked in your life right now. So all this joy, your talents coming, your faith getting stronger, this new beginning. Some of you guys could really be traveling as well. But I just feel like all of this is happening really fast for you. There's nothing that can be slowed down. I feel like you're not waiting. This is your I'm not waiting for nobody season. Like, literally. What else with this Five of Swords in the reverse? Yeah, I feel like a lot of you, that came out kind of like, yeah, look, y'all see how that card flew out, and then they got the nerve to be the Seven of Swords, showing me that this person is a liar. They're probably sneaky. Five and Seven of Swords. Somebody's birthday could be the 12th, yours or theirs, okay? Yeah, your birthday could be June 12th. Their birthday could be December 12th if they are a Sagittarius. They're Aries, possibly April the 12th, okay? And if they're a Leo, possibly August the 12th. Yeah. Seven of Swords isn't just, oh, somebody's a liar. Somebody could also be a thief. Somebody could be very, very sneaky. There's something that they've been keeping close to their chest. Or this is you just keeping your life private, because this did come out under the star. This could be you, whatever faith you practice or whatever you are getting so much knowledge in. I feel like you could be keeping that to yourself. You're kind of keeping it hidden right now. You don't want nobody to know your business, and you're keeping it a secret, which I could understand because it's not everybody's business to know. King of Cups in the reverse. Now you a Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces, but this is heavy Scorpio energy. Somebody that's trying to manipulate your feelings because they can't win with whatever they say. With this Five of Swords in reverse, I feel like somebody feels like if they're not the ones bringing y'all back into balance, they have to manipulate you so they can feel like they won. It's almost like if you're the one solving the issues or the problems, they can't take that. This is somebody that has a control problem. Somebody has a control problem. What else with this King of Cups in the reverse? What else with this King of Cups in the reverse? Also, that Chariot energy is showing me that you guys are like ambitious and in like a goal-orientated type of state right now. So I feel like if anybody's trying to get in your energy and they're trying to fuck that up for you, or they're trying to steer you in a different direction, it's not going to work. What else with this King of Cups? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody that doesn't ever learn from their mistakes. You also could have known this person since y'all been in school. Like, you could have known this person 4 years. You could have met at school or at your job. Page of Cups here. They're coming in with an apology. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is in the upright, though. It's not showing that it's a disingenuous apology. And how does Gemini feel about this person? How does Gemini feel about coming to peace with this person? Four of Swords, you're like, I gotta sleep on it. There's still one thing. Four of Swords is like, I'm getting better sleep on the situation, but rest assured, there's still one thing on my mind that is just taking me through the valley. Like, every time I'm about to go to sleep, this is the last thought on my mind while I'm like literally sailing on my little boat. And that's why he looks sleepy, but he can't fully go to sleep because there's still one last thought. Eventually, he's going to doze off, but he got to think about that one last time before he goes to sleep. And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, a lot of you guys could feel like this person is really codependent on you. That Page of Pentacles in the reverse as well. Somebody could have either just lost a job, or they could have gotten fired or dropped out from school. I just feel like maybe somebody's not financially stable, and the codependency on you is what kind of has you a little bit worried. Maybe that's what this thought is before you go to sleep. Like, I could really deal with you, but I don't want you to be, sorry, y'all, I just got my hair done, I'm tweaking. But I feel like, a lot of you guys are like, yeah, regardless of how close we are, I don't want you to try to be manipulating me just so you can be codependent on me for yourself to get ahead. Or just because you really don't know how to be alone. That's not, like, up to me. Like, that's not my problem. 818 on the clock as I say that. Hangman in reverse. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. You're not heartbroken anymore. And you see how I'm even talking about it. I'm not trying to sound cold-hearted or harsh. That's really just where you're at with it. It's like, you can't be codependent on me. You still have to make shit shake for yourself. And that's regardless if we're in a relationship or not. That's why you're getting this new beginning. That's why your faith is so high, because you know your life is going to go good in a good direction because of how you are wired, how you are thinking, how you are staying motivated. Yeah, and then I'm getting joy. There's happiness coming to me. Abundance is coming to me. And the sun and the star, you see the light and the dark in everything. You're so balanced right now. You're so balanced right now. Some of y'all really could have Libra in your chart. And I just have to say that because Libras are the sign of balance. Yeah, and then the Magician, that's what I'm saying. You're super talented too. A lot of you guys could be a tarot reader like me, or you could just be very tapped in spiritually to the point where your faith brings joy to others. And then them in this little Hangman in reverse energy, yeah, they're never going to sacrifice their old way of thinking. And that's why y'all bumped heads so much in the first place. That's why they always felt like, yeah, what's the next thing I could say so I could come in and try to tear Gemini down. And then, like I said, Three of Swords in the reverse, now you're healing. You're not feeling the grieving anymore. You're not feeling the heartbreak of this person. If it was a third party involved, you're not feeling that either. Queen of Wands right behind it. Yeah, you're looking good. You're strutting your shit. And they know that. Just period. Also, Queen of Wands is somebody like, I know I look good. I'm very charismatic. I know I draw a lot of attention. I could have anybody I want, but I have the discernment to not pick everybody because, ooh, some of y'all are germs. And this is why you also have the Seven of Cups coming up in the upright, because that's realistic options, realistic choices. Like, sure, I got options here and there, far and wide, but I'm being realistic with my options too. The Seven of Cups tells you to keep in mind, one person could be a gold digger. The other person genuinely does want to love you, but they got 7 cats. Are you allergic or no? This other person, they're not the same humor as you, but they got a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? Like, being realistic with your options, being realistic with your choices, because everybody's not going to match you or not align with you. Okay? Yeah, very strong water sign energy. Pisces and Scorpio out here. Yeah, now let's close the reading with the new deck. This is going to be anything that has to do with this situation right here. Okay, and I am just going to give it a little shuffle. Yeah, so any of these, oh, sorry. When it's a new deck, it be so slippery. Y'all already know. Can barely even hold it. Don't even try to say it's because of my nails. It's not. But yeah. Let's see. I was going to stack these. We'll keep your majors out. Don't forget, you also had Judgment and the Chariot. You have a lot of major arcana, and blending them all together, it's like your judgment of yourself in the world is changing. That's why your joy is getting higher too, because like you're not judging people as harshly as you used to judge yourself. You're like, damn, I mean, the world is hard. Life is hard sometimes. I can't, you know, blame others for what they don't know, or them not getting their new beginning yet, or their faith not being high, them not finding their true talent that they were born with. Okay, some of you guys really could be magic as well. That's not just the magician card for theatrics. Like, you literally could be magic. For Gemini, what do they need to know? See here for the month of August. Oh, first card out. Open third eye, saw email, digital interference, inner conflict. A lot of you guys really could be unlocking your third eye. That's literally why you have the magician and the star card here. There's something within your spiritual awareness that is heightening. So you could be seeing more angel numbers. You could be getting more feelings of intuition. Like, you could be open third eye, saw email. I love how some of you guys could have like checked your email or checked something, and it really ended up unlocking something for you. Digital interference, inner conflict. Maybe a lot of you guys' intuition wanted you to open something, but you didn't. Because, no, let's say you wanted to open something, but your intuition told you, no, don't check that email yet. Don't check that text. Y'all, that's my lip gloss, and I hate that. But, yeah, don't check that email. Don't check that text yet. And also, what did I say? They're holding a candle. Some of you guys really could practice some type of candle magic, or you could light candles. That could be a part of your spiritual practice or your spiritual faith. What else for Gemini? What else do they need to know? See here. Don't panic. Fake confidence. Again, insecurity, pretense, self-doubt. Yeah. Maybe some of you guys are in this like panic mode and you are doubting yourselves a little bit. And that's another reason why I'm not going to say there was fear there, but like I said, with the Seven of Cups, you do have different options of how you can do things. But at the same time, judgment did come out. So maybe you are afraid of like judgment from the world, or you're afraid of how people are going to perceive you when you really start showing your talent and showing what you do to everybody. You're like, I'm not keeping this hidden for too much longer. What else for Gemini? Last shuffle. Last two, over-explaining everything, anxiety, insecurity, rambling. Some of you guys, you or this water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like I said, we did have fire out there as well. Aries, Leo, Sag. You or this person could be like a rambler. When they get really nervous, like when their anxiety gets bad, they could just start babbling, talking. And yeah, they're getting choked up on their words like I literally just did. And they barely know how to finish their sentence. Or so many thoughts are just so built up in their head. They start rambling out stuff that happened from like 2018. Literally. You or them, you could know. You'll know when you hear this. You'll be like, oh yeah, I do that all the time. Or you'll be like, oh yeah, this person goes crazy. Somebody really could be a coffee drinker as well. We're just going to throw that out there. And the last card you have, look, and then another cup of coffee. Somebody could definitely be a coffee drinker. It don't matter if it's hot or iced, okay? Constantly exhausted, fatigued, drained, hopeless, and somebody has a to-do list in the back. It's a million things to do, but I'm never doing it because I'm not getting good sleep. That constantly exhausted could be your card, because like I said, you don't have insomnia, sure say, but there's still like that last little thought before you go to sleep, and that really could be having you like drained, because it's your every night thought before you go to bed. It could be draining something from you, okay? Or this person could be constantly exhausted from trying to figure out new ways of how to manipulate you with your feelings so they can get what they want. It's kind of annoying. And it's crazy because the King of Cups is somebody that was once put your feelings before they put their own. Like, in order to even like pursue you or get you in the first place, they were very, very charming, and they were very, very overly caring. So I feel like they lost and fell from grace at some point along the way in their life. It's because they don't sacrifice their way of thinking. And if they constantly think, oh, I can manipulate everybody and get my way and do everything and just come back in and give a sincere apology, but next week I'm going to keep doing the same shit. No, they can't do that. And I feel like maybe they're realizing that too. So that could be them constantly exhausted because it's not working anymore. But nevertheless, Gemini, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated some type of way. I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if it resonated for you. And if you want to book a personal, DM me right here on YouTube. They have the direct message box now, and I will love to give you a personal reading. Bye.